This next song is Surfacing. It's off our self-titled debut album. Basically, it's been our outro song to every live show we've played since we wrote it in '97. It's a pretty simple song, man. It's basically the same riff, like played 1,000 times, or variations of that riff, plus a couple middle riffs, and that's it. So basically, I'll just kind of break them down, the sections for you. The first part, when the bass first comes in, is during the intro where Mick's doing that weird like guitar kind of tappy, noisy thing. The riff is just basically the open B and the first fret, which would be the C note, just like a different, I don't know, it's like open B, you hit the C and you pull it off. And basically I just go along with Joey's kick drum, and here's how you play that. That's the intro, basically. This next part is actually the first riff, and it's a pretty simple riff. It's just basically the first, the open B and the first fret, the C note, and just got a little pull off in there. You pull off the C note. So here's how you play that first riff. Okay, here's the first verse. It's a variance off the main riff of the whole song. Here's how you play it. Okay, here's how you do it slow. Okay, and then the next part is actually just the same as the beginning riff, and here's how you play it. Here it is, slow. Okay, the second verse is the same as the first one, and then it goes into the next riff, which is the same as the riff after the first verse. So it's basically all the same up to there. Okay, this next part is the middle riff. It's a little bit like quicker. It's kind of a fast riff to play. It actually was a riff that was in my old band, Body Pit. It was a death metal riff. It was played a lot slower in that band with like fast double bass, but we actually sped the riff up. I'll play it through all the way, and then I'll break it down into two sections for you, and I'll play it slow, and then back up to speed. So here's how you play the riff. Okay, it's basically the riff is it's just two little 8-note patterns, and it's pretty simple to play when you break it down. Starts here on the 7th fret, or excuse me, the 8th fret. And it's kind of a chromatic thing. It goes 8, 7, 6. You go up to the next string and you play 7, 6 on that, and you go back down to the B string and you play 8, 7, 6 again. That's the first section. Second half of the riff is basically another 8-note kind of pattern, and it's like a chromatic thing too. And it's basically starts off on the 4th fret, and you go 4, 3, you move down up to the move up to the second string, and you hit 4-3 again, and then back down 4-3-2-1. And so here's that slow. Okay, so here's the whole riff put together, slow, and I'll play it up to speed for you again. Okay, here it is, up to speed. Okay, the next riff in that section is another riff from my old death metal band, but it's basically, we kind of changed it up. We opened it up. It used to be like a muted, kind of chunky, heavy riff too, and went with that other riff before. But just basically 2 notes per string kind of thing, and it goes like this. Okay, and then the next half of that, you do the same thing, except for you do the first 2 notes, the 3rd and 2nd fret. The next key, you hit an octave higher, and then it's basically the same riff after that. So it's basically, it's like this. Next part of the section is another old riff. It's a 2-note per string pattern. The second set of notes are an octave higher. So I'll play both sections together. Okay, this last part of the song is basically the same part as the intro to the first verse, and then it goes into kind of like a riff that I play over like a tom part that Corey does some vocals on, and then it does the same main riff that's played throughout the song, and it goes that way to the end of the song. So here's all those parts. Here it is, slow. Okay, here it is, fast again. Okay, this next riff is like a little, it's a bass kind of like riff that goes over the tom drum part thing, and Corey does some vocals over it, and it does a little like a kind of little fill at the end, and then it goes into the last riff, which is basically the same riff we've been playing through the whole song. I mean, all the riffs are kind of variations off of these 2 notes, just the B and the C. So, we're played an octave higher, but somewhere in there, it's all pretty much the same there. So.